show. It's untested, it's brand new. Welcome to Freshly Brewed.
All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to Freshly Brewed. Shall we build a deck and we just freaking play it? Episode 94, getting close to episode 100 here. And wanted to try and port over the Fecund Green shell that we were playing in Pioneer. If you missed my video against CGB, go watch it on the Arena channel. Absolute banger. That was a Simic deck, kind of like a land combo deck, Risen Reef and stuff. Try and port that to Standard because there's honestly most of the cards were legal in Standard. And this is a really, really powerful card. 4/6 for 5. 10 or more lands, pump a team twice. More importantly, whenever this or a creature with higher toughness than power ETBs, look at the top card. If it's a land, put it in play tapped. Otherwise, put it in your hands. It just draws a bunch of cards. Cards like Insidious Fungus are really good here as cheap creatures you can kind of keep going off with. And the big one here is Vine Lasher. So if we have a green shell in play, we just play a Vine Lasher, trigger it, put a land into play, and then obviously you can start dealing damage, which is really, really cool. Spelunking is a big part of this equation as well, making the lands come in untapped. So between Spelunking and Nissa, we can make mana while we're going off and just kind of like keep going, which is pretty cool. And Clifftop Lookout, higher power, toughness, and power. Servitor Stinger, higher toughness and power. I hope without a Boreal Grazer, that's kind of a really important card from the Pioneer version of the deck. But I don't know, seems pretty cool. Kind of like a ramp deck, and that's going to do some combo-y stuff. Trying to protect the green shell is tough. We have Nissa to get more of them, but I don't know. We're going to try it. We're going to give it a spin and see how it goes and do what we can, and that's the deal. So let's get right to the games, brought to you by
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right, chat coming out of me. Let's do this. Yeah, I mean, obviously the hand's not great, but I don't think we can mulligan this hand. Yeah, we're going to keep. If they go turn 1 Heartfire here, I'll be super sad about it, but they played an island. Awesome. Good day. We draw Green Shell. Cool. We can go Nissa into Lookout. Deep Cavern Bat. All right, so Dimir. Dimir is interesting. Probably, we don't have any blotouts in our board. We want some blotouts. That's fair. Dimir with Deep Cavern Bat's pretty gross. We draw a Go for the throw, which is cool. We're just going to kill this now so they can't counter it or Kaido me. Sure, that's fun. Kill this, get back our little froggy, and say go. Froggies. No land. So they have 6 spells. I don't really care if they counter Lookout. I think if we play Nissa, it's 100% to die or get countered. So even though we kind of wanted to Nissa off of the Lookout, we're going to play Lookout here, I think. Let's go Field. Field, Lookout. Just like get a land, put a body in play. It blocks like, all their stuff. Spell Stutter's fine. Great. So next turn can be Nissa and Llanowar Elves. Just build it to our green shell. They draw land. They bat again. Sure. And take the Nissa, leaving the green shell. And we draw Spelunking. Spelunking is actually gas, so I'm pretty happy with just Spelunking. That's a big part of the green shell kind of going off, so let's Spelunk. They also can't Mastermind us. We draw Llanowar Elves. Sure. I mean, alright, we're a little all-in on this green shell, but yeah, cut down here too. Sure. That's fine. I would say all of these exchanges have been pretty good for us. And they aren't applying any pressure, which is the important part too. So, attack for 1. They have a Kaido. No. Bloodghast is an Aether Drift. I love Bloodghast. Alright, so they've cast 1 Spell Stutter. They have 4 mana up. I guess we just play a land and play Green Shell. I mean, like, we can't do nothing here, I don't think. And Flying Up Cottage, I'll just do it. We draw a card either way, so and they can't, also they can counter it with like a hard counter. Play Green Shell. Trigger Green Shell. See if they kill it right now, we shall draw a card. So we get a land, sure. Comes in untapped. It's stacked for 1. Sure. So, still got a 2-for-1. You know, so far, exchange-wise, like, we've been pretty profitable. Take 1. We draw Vine Lasher. Cool. I'm pretty down for that. Can I kick it? Yes. Yes, I can. Found Forest another colorless land. Maybe it should, but... no. Glad it didn't finish auto-tapping that. Alright, so attack with my cottage. Cool. Exile... creature, I guess? I don't know. Alright. I mean, great. So they dealt with our first wave, but, like, we got a second wave here. Alright, so... take 1. Every land drops 2 damage. We got creature lands. We got Demolition Field for extra stuff. They're should have hard cast Kaido.
Don't worry about it, Jen.
That's an interesting choice, given that we can just, like, attack it, but...
Your secrets didn't stay hidden for long.
stop being so creepy, Kaido. We draw Spelunking. So let's start with a Spelunk. Spelunk-a-dunk-dunk. And we draw a Lookout. We gotta kill Kaido, so... fire up the cottage. Attack Kaido. Attack you. Exile a whatever. Yeah, I mean, this is going pretty well. They have not been able to get down, like, a threat, really. Even with them playing Bats, too. Bats are, like, not always commonly played in Dimir, and they are very good against us. Curiosity, sure. Alright, so they get a card. That's fine. We draw a Fungus. We're going to look out, I guess. Definitely in the market for some more stuff here. Trading Cottage for... this is pretty bad. We hit another Cottage. Cool. Trading Cottage for Curiosity. We could then Fungus it, but... right now we actually have good blocks, so we're not really in a rush to do anything, I don't think. Let's just say go. Lookout blocks Bat. Fungus blocks Curiosity, draw a card. Get some food to sack also. How do I tell a story about a fungus? Malob. Malob never had a name until Malob started growing on the side of young Joshua's pantry. And Joshua wasn't very happy to have fungus in his pantry. But he was very lonely since his entire family left him. So he said, you know what? I can make friends with all living things. And gave Malob his name and his friendship. Here's a Kaido. Taps the Lookout. That's pretty bad. Alright, so sure. I mean, we should act back and kill Kaido, so... I haven't seen the spoilers, obviously, because I'm playing Magic right now, so... we'll give him a card here, I think. Alright, so we'll draw off the Fungus. We draw a land. Put that into play, I guess. I mean... we can fire up both cottages next, you know, and stuff next turns. It's kind of cool. They draw another card. This card's so freaking good. Alright. Sack of food. Life is not really the important factor in this game, but... untap. We draw a Lookout. That's not a bad draw, actually. So, we'll fire up a Lookout. Why not kill Curiosity? It becomes an enchantment, and then they still draw cards off of it, so it's not really very much for us. Wow! Fabled Passage. That's a lot of damage. Okay. Let's do it.
No, it's a lot of damage.
Alright, get a land. And... we can fire up a cottage. We've got attackers for days on Kaido. I think we're gonna kill Kaido. Like, we're gonna go over. I mean, honestly, attacking them's pretty good too, right? We should attack all on them. Demolition Field's also worth 2 damage. We're at 19. I mean, just attack them. Get field for later. Worst case would be if they... Alright, so they kill the cottage is fine. If they, like, untap and play Shielder, that would be the worst case scenario, but... We're just gonna sack this now. Alright, so... They had a removal spell. We could have tried to kill Kaido. Now we're gonna draw a lot of cards. Yeah, maybe that was wrong. Maybe we should have tried to kill Kaido. Fire up the emblem. In come the dupers on the ground. That's fine. At this point, they have like a lot of cards, so whatever. I think it's fine. They're gonna Kaido a Kaido. That's cute.
The housewarming party has arrived.
So draw 2 more cards. They have 4 mana up. They are at 7, and I have 2 damage on the board and like 7 or 5 attackers. Surveil and draw.
I've got you beat 6 different ways.
6 different ways, huh? Yeah, Kaido's kind of a douche. Here's a Preacher. And a Spyglass Sirens. They added their blocker pool. We draw a Servant of the Stinger. Sure. Demolition Field puts him to 5. Our attacks aren't that good, though, and trading Cottage for Preacher is kind of rough. Alright, sure, I guess. More like Servant of the Stinker. Yeah, we can't really afford to lose any Lashers. Our other attacks aren't great either. This game might be slipping away from us. Alright, so let's do this while we're tapped out. And we'll cast our Servant of the Stinger. So, put them to 5. I guess it was, the Field of Ruin was a crime for Servant, but like Servant's never going to deliver anyway, so. Alright, so ding ding. Play this guy. Say go. Servant might just be on blocking duty here. Which is fine, you know. I think a 1-3 Death Touch blocker is like not a bad stat line in Standard right now. There are times you'd rather block than play a removal spell. I'm a Lookout fan. Alright. Ugh, they had a spell. It sucks. Alright. Sure. They're at 5. This Nissa would have been awesome for us, obviously. Tap down the Lookout.
Press the attack.
And the Flyers are coming in this time, not the ground creatures. Okay. I mean, Servant's holding back the 4, right? Just playing some defense. It's pretty cool. Oh my god.
Look out.
Probably my least favorite card in Standard. I know I keep saying it, but... They play a Reef. They now have a full 7 cards in hand. They're going to cut down the Servant of a Stinger. And we draw an Insidious Fungus. Okay. They're at 7. Another Lasher. Honestly, that's not that bad as far as like trying to find a way to win this game. Just Lasher again. Now we have 4 of these in play. And we have some blockers too, and some life. Alright. Sure. Probably can't beat their 7 cards in hand and 14 mana in play, but... Yeah.
I just hate a fair fight.
Alright, tough game. Really, really close. Couldn't quite cross the finish line. I guess you want like you want Terrace Under. You probably should have some blot outs in our board. Nothing in our board is like that exciting here. Servant of a Stinger is like probably never doing anything. Gix's command is not ideal. You can check out the commands for like some Terrace Unders maybe. Yeah, sure. Try it again. On the play. And sure, this is fine. A little awkward, but we're gonna hold Lasher on 1. Probably just go like bounce land, Lasher on 3. They have a Siren. Dimir's tough. Dimir is definitely a kind of a brew killer. We draw both Servants. Servant has been not super great. So kick Lasher and try and get going. They just have like a lot of answers to this card. They also might have Tidebinders too. It's pretty rough. Time for 2. We draw a Lookout. The Lookout, I guess, potentially ramps into the Green Shell, but I don't play this guy, I think. Just get Lasher going. The chip shot damage is pretty cool, so. Making babies. Just saying, it's on the card, alright? I know it's a children's game and all, but. Play a land. They gonna kite to us here? No. Okay. Preacher of the Schism. We draw another Lasher. Honestly, like, I guess I could end up with, like, sort of Sweeper maybe, but, like, Lasher land seems great here. This is bad against, if they have, like, Gix Command or something like that, but great against spot removal spells, so. And then next turn we have Lookout. Maybe we just draw land naturally. I'm a big fan of this card. I think this card's awesome. It's a really cool design. Yeah, ship it. So next turn, if they have Maelstrom Pulse, they deserve it. We'll tip their cap, you know. Llanowar Waste Maelstrom Pulse, you can have it. I'll be doing my my Aether Drift preview video as soon as the stream ends. Look forward on YouTube this afternoon.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Fine. Whatever. Is that card even like good against us in any other scenario? Alright, that's awful. Maybe we just exile the Preacher. We can't do 2 things. We can play 2 Servants, I guess. Sure, let's do that, I guess. Whatever. Thought we were going nice. Turns out that we weren't. That's so gross too, because like probably have like one of this card in their sideboard. I'm sure they should run it against us. All right, attack, draw, we block. Fine trade. I feel like we're still kind of okay here. Even point, okay. Untap and draw Llanowar Elves. Not drawing any lands, unfortunately. I don't think playing Lookout's good here as they just put Gix. I think we should actually just cast Terrace Under. Kind of sucks, but say go. It's not got 3 lands here, you know? You got 4 mana, but map and fight a land. Another Siren. Say go with 3 mana up. That smells like a Tidebinder, which is pretty bad for us. Maybe they'll Tidebinder this Clifftop Lookout.
More predictable buy. Always takes rock.
Better there than on my green shell, so that worked out really well for us. We don't have no more reach anymore, but we'll get a Forest, we'll get a Llanowar Elves. And now we're set next turn to go green shell into Fungus. If they don't have an answer for my green shell, we can definitely win this game. Alright, all coming in. Mill 4 cards. Mill himself. Alright. I mean, no spell stutter, no go for the throat. Demolition fields. Alright. Let's start our party. Oh, that's awkward. I have a lot of green. Sure. Hit a land. Play a fungus. Hit a rook out. Alright, so we block. We're like probably dead. We have like a chance to like do some good stuff next turn, but draw cottage. Demolition field plays here, so it's clifftop lookout. Hit a land. Draw terrace under. Play cottage. Not exactly going off here particularly well, but we have Field of Ruin and terrace under and blockers. Alright. They have one reef. Fire up the reef. So let's let them attack. Mushroom reset, thanks so much. Yeah. Well, fire in some blocks, I think, first before you do anything, so if they have a tie binder, we're dead, whatever. So what's block? I guess. Or we're just dead. Never mind. Yeah, we're short. Alright, that's fine. They got us. Alright. Tough game. Draws could have been better, obviously. Matchup wise seems a little tough too, but that's alright. We'll do better next game. Remember, folks, you first hit that follow button. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. My name is Jim, Pro Magic player, full-time content creator. Hi there, hello, welcome. Hand is, man, for a 28 land deck, you know, we are not necessarily fighting them all.
Give me what I want. That's not what I want. Give me what I want.
More lands, please. We're gonna keep Seek Rome Coast Ghost. Servant of a Stinger has showed up a lot. Think Servant might not be good enough. Cool draft card, but they're gonna unsummon my Insidious Fungus. Wow, that is that's a thing.
You know, I just do things.
All right, sure. So we'll replay the fungus. Unsummon and unsummon the 1 mana creature. What are they up to over there? It did put us a little off curve, I guess, but scared of the fungus. Picklock Prankster. They hit an Oculus and a helping hand. I feel like if you are a lucky Magic the Gathering player, the Oculus deck is probably unbeatable. Like, if you just like hit all your spots with Oculus, you could probably just never lose. They're gonna play Jhin instead of helping handing back the Oculus. That is insane. All right. I mean, we're probably just super dead here. They have Jhin and Oculus next turn, and assumedly remove interaction as well. I think we just play Nissa and just try and get lucky. Hope they can't deal with it, which is super unlikely, but like we just can't win otherwise, so. Yeah, not having Risen Reef as like a backup plan is kind of tough. Like the Pioneer version has. Alright, yeah, get back Oculus. The Eye. Scary. Very scary. Take 3. And play shit. Oh wow, there's on an all creature hand. Alright. We're probably in trouble here, but we get to go land, make a green. Look out. Get a land. Make a green. Draw a green shell. That's good. I guess just look out again, right? Maybe I should just kill the Oculus. You can block. Yeah, I screwed up. I should just kill the Oculus, I think. Could have saved Green Shell for post... Or look out for post Green Shell. Because now we have blockers, but, like, they get another creature. Kind of, like, just can't imagine them not having the stones here. Because, like, they have to have more spells. Most of their hand's, like, literally all lands, you know? Alright, they, Prankster into a counterspell. We can go to game 2. Alright. Obviously a great draw. The Oculus deck, when it draws well, it plays like a modern deck, you know? So, bring in our vacuums. We're going to bring in duresses. I would say the commands aren't very good. The servant just seems like it might just be bad, honestly. And then you want to go for the throats. Duress, fungus, elves, vacuums. What else do we cut here? Look out, green shell. Duress is good. This is like pretty bad against unsummon. I guess so is green shell, right? Fungus is like kind of an important part of the deck. It's just like a ramp thing and also works with green shell. We need to keep like enough critical mass of like cheap things that have higher toughness so you can keep drawing off green shell. At least that's the idea, but Spelunky's pretty good too. Let's shave a duress. I'm gonna do one Nissa. On the play. Sure, this is fun. Definitely a setup hand, but we have fungus, turn to explore, turn to lookout, we have cottage. Fungus number 2, sure. So land, sack for 1. Take up. Chart a course. Do they have the Oculus? The game's kind of night and day if they have it or don't. They don't have it this time. Hell yeah. Alright. No unsummon for my fungus too. Alright, so put in the cottage. We have a duress lookout turn. Or a duress fungus turn. Let's just duress. Just start there for sure. And we see a hand of... all spells, double cancel, mana leak, prankster, mentor, moment of truth. I guess probably interference, right? It's the only unique card. They have 3 card draw effects and 2 cancels, so let's take the interference. And then I guess we just want... let's play lookout, I guess. So land lookout. Get a land. Say go. They rip third land, easy peasy, no problem at all. Fine, whatever. And they say go. So they have cancel or moment of truth off. We have a fungus. I guess like the cottage could have gotten in. I think good to exile anyway though. I just want to kind of draw cards off fungus. So here's a fungus. We're just gonna rip it right now. See what we draw. Wouldn't mind them casting cancel instead of a interactive spell. We just draw all lands, though, so... Alright, well, you know, sometimes you got it, and sometimes you don't. They're in a moment of truth instead of playing Prankster, probably looking for a land, I would assume. They're valuing the ability to find a land than a better card. They've been a Kiora, the Rising Tide. Play land 4. Yeah, I mean, sure. GS reset, thanks so much. Helping it on Kiora is obviously not nearly as good as it would be on Oculus, so though they are actually at threshold now. We're gonna cottage them, but pretty bad draws. Discard a mentor, discarded an opt. Their hand must be insane. Alright. Well, here's a Vine Lasher, which I'm sure they're gonna counter. Maybe we should just like not play Vine Lasher. We fire in a cottage, Then a land. We can't land first a Vine Lasher. Resolving Vine Lasher is probably, I don't even know. We're gonna win this game, honestly. They have an active Kiora. That's tough. All right, sure, whatever. It's Fire Cottage. Move to combat. Is there unknown card like an unsummon effect? All right, I guess their one unknown card was an unsummon. Little run bads here in this first match. Mixture of run goods for our opponent and run bads for us. Here's a moment of truth. They've been another mentor. We, I guess, tag for one. We have to play our Lasher unopposed, but that's probably not good enough. All right, Archive, Binning, Interference. They have Cancel, Prankster, Unknown. They attack and make an 8/8, which is like fine, I guess. Does make our cottages worse. It's pretty tough. We just like don't have any spells, obviously. They have Cancel anyway. Will they cancel a Clifftop Lookout? They will not. We find a... It's actually pretty good. Demolition Field has multiple triggers, so... Alright, and then we're gonna just play Cottage. We're not attacking with our own Cottage here, so... Alright, let's just say go. We can block the 8/8. Realistically, like, their clock isn't doing a lot here, right? So, like, we are perhaps somewhat in the game. Prankster does not whip, actually. It just finds another Prankster. This Prankster finds Unsummon, Helping Hand, Oculus, Get Lost to Stones. Okay. So now they have a an Oculus back. And the thing is, like, they're at 12. We have a decent amount of triggers. The 8/8's legendary, so not going to have more than one of those. Brood Spinner is probably not good enough. Might be better than the 1/3 is, but they're getting back Mentor instead of Oculus, which is fine. They don't actually have... They have 2 counter spells, but then 1 unknown. I guess it's like an op or something like that, it would suck, but... Alright, so they attack. This opens up the door for a... for Cottage attacks, which is kind of cool. Block the 8/8. Honestly, like, this game feels oddly winnable. They're at 12. Green Shell is the entire point of the deck, yes. Deck was on the overlay courtesy of untapped.gg, also in your YouTube description. Alright, so he wastes. Obviously, any spell they can cast, they can make this. They could also copy... They could copy their Mentor and make 2 blockers. If we fail to ruin them, we can only activate 1 cottage, or we could activate both cottages. Which I kind of don't hate, actually. Let's do that. Sure. And then we're going to move to combat, sending in just the cottages. Not let them copy their Mentor. And then the Lookout can block the 8/8 again. Which we're not that scared of anyway. So take the Oculus. And take the other Mentor. It's not bad either. They want to copy their 8/8? Sure, that's fine too, I guess. So, like, they eat a 4/4 chump block, I guess. That's fine. Honestly, we're just playing lands and killing them, so... Sure. So, that's fine. Still have 2 cottages, a land in our hand. They're at 10. Haughty naughty. That's a problem. It just kills us next turn. Yeah, that's a huge problem. Actually, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, no. All right. I don't think we can afford to block with the Lashers because that's like our only way to actually win this game. But, and Lookout can block the Jhin next turn. They're just going to copy the Jhin anyway. I don't think it actually matters. I think we're just like, either we win the game next turn or we lose. I think that's how this game goes. So, whatever. Sure. I don't think it matters, honestly. I think it's like, they have cancel too. I don't know if actually, I mean, draw like a Fatal Passage. It's 2, 4, 6 damage. I don't think it's enough either. Cliff Top Lookout. Gonna let it happen. Alright. Another demolition field too. Yeah. And they obviously have basics in their deck. Yeah, the problem is they just copied the Jhin. Oh, yeah, we have these foods, I guess. Alright, maybe we're still... We have 2 lookouts now, too. Yeah, okay, but maybe actually we're okay here. They're at 6. We say go. They end step copy Jhin. Have 2 monster stackers. They need to have a way to push through these lookouts, though. I mean, any single rule spell wins the game for them. But... They're going to copy the Mentor? Doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, sure. Okay. So you're telling me there's a chance. I mean, block this. Block this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can gain 6 life. You go to exactly 1, borrowing a spell. I mean, we can't win the game if these aren't in play, so... I could have maybe fired up the, a cottage. That I can only stack 1 food, though, so yeah. So, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're dead to any spell, but, like, I think we were dead to any spell anyway, so... And we can just field them on our turn. Because giving them extra mana is a bad idea, I think, so... Alright, sure.
Game. Blouses.
Probably shouldn't have won that game. But we were just feeling it, I guess.
You gotta have mojo, baby.
Sure. That is quite the board to win on. Just two little lizard boys versus the worlds. We did play to our outs, it is true. The outs involved our opponent not killing us. We'll take it. Game 3. All right. We're still alive, folks. Damn. Let's see. Preacher, Gix's Command, Servant, Duress, Nissa. Opponent screwing up is always an out. That is true. Ghost Vacuum. They have mentors. Yeah, I think this is fine, I guess. I mean, 3rd Duress. We're on the draw now, too. I mean, this is, like, kind of cool, but... Alright, now I gotta get a nice Ghost Vacuum game, please. Hell yeah! Alright, keep this. 2 tap lands is awkward, but... Love to draw an untap lander. That would be phenomenal. We did it. Alright, so we have... I would say Duress into Vacuum. Let's Duress them first. Because Vacuum's not necessary yet. Yeah, to Duress. Their hand is Recommission, 3 steps ahead, Opt, and Moment of Truth. I think it's Recommission. We could take Moment of Truth and try and, like, deny them the ability to put a creature in the graveyard. I I think that's the easy part, though. I guess we have the vacuum, too. So they can't put a thing in and reanimate it immediately. The cancel's also a little annoying, too. Interesting choice here, actually. So next turn's going to be vacuum and tap land. Vacuum checks recommission. I think it's Moment of Truth or 3 steps ahead. Moment of Truth finds good answers, though, so... I don't think this card's that important against either. Yeah, let's take the Moment of Truth. Alright, so Moment of Truth, they go. They'll opt. Playing on cancel shouldn't be that difficult with a vacuum in play, I think, so... All of our cards are, like, pretty redundant. We can keep the Lasher safe. Playing Island, say go draw a Lookout, sure. So, hopefully they didn't draw Phantom Interference. That would suck. They top or bottom? I missed it. I was talking. Alright, we're good. We're good. We're good. So, say go. The vacuum is here. They go land, cast Monastery Mentor. That would be not ideal, but... draw Spelunking. Obviously awkward to have 5 3-drops in a tap land, but it's so funny because, like, I feel like this card was, like, such a key player in Eldraine Standard, and it's almost unplayable in this Standard, because there are just, like, so many better tap lands, I guess, but, alright, where should they go? They're gonna catalog, sure. That's how you deal with the 3 steps ahead, you know? Draw 2, discard 1. Obviously, we have the vacuum for reanimate. They discard an unsummon. Cool. Here's an archive. Archive is insane in this deck. Alright, don't Tidebinder me. That'd be embarrassing. Get a Forest. Fire up the old vacuum. And we draw Llanowar Wastes. I think another counterspell here is, like, somewhat likely. That being said, playing Lasher first just seems good, right? Sure, whatever. Just cast the Lasher. They counter it, whatever. If they don't counter it, it's great. If they do counter it, we have plenty of other cards in our hands. That's fine. It's cool. Offspring, make a baby. Do some damage. Just say go. What about Carl Whipcracker? I think that card is kind of interesting. It kills everywhere lands. It kills otters and stuff. But catalog again. CGB! What's up, CGB? How's it going, folks? Hi there, hello. My name is Jim. If it's your first time here, hit the follow button, of course. Pro Magic player, full-time content creator. Playing some Freshly Brewed right now. My show, we build it, I can just freaking play it. And we built a Fecund Green Shell deck in Standard, similar to the one I played against CGB in the Pioneer MTGA Arena video, which you haven't watched, go watch for sure. And we're playing against Oculus, which won a ridiculous game 2, and now we're winning game 3, which looks pretty good. And we draw a Restless Cottage, sure. So let's start with Spelunkers, see if we can draw land, and go Spelunking into Spelunking. Yeah. CGB doesn't remember it, but I do, so definitely check it out. So here's the cottage, and take some damage. And then we're going to go land, take some damage. Haven't drawn Green Shell yet, but, and then we're going to, I think, look out over Spelunking here, just get a guaranteed land for more damage. And then, yeah. Just a little machine gun action. Say go. We got Cottage available. We got our Vacuum. There's land 6 for them. They have a Recommission rotting in their hand. They are going to Picklock Prankster, mill 4, sure. Alright, they find 2 creatures. I guess if they have multiple reanimation effects here, it's, like, pretty interesting. So if they, like, cast Recommission on one of them and I exile it, they can get the other one back. Or they can just cast Oculus. That's cool too. I guess that might have... We never had priority to remove a card. That's fine. So yeah, okay, they had exactly 6 cards. Once it resolves, we can't remove a card. But if you remove the card in response, it may just milled over a creature. They could have cast Recommission. So, not ideal, but it's fine. I think we're still in great shape here. So, it's an graveyard. So, let's untap. They get to Oculus. We have 2 Cottages, Lookout, Spelunking, and just these guys in play, just chipping away. We need 5 more lands to win the game, you know? So, let's start with a Spelunking. I think we're definitely ahead here. We draw a Lasher. Sure. Let's do that. Just don't have a Wrath, please. It didn't work the last time I said that, but no, we'll just say go. Sheltered by Ghosts. That's pretty good. 6 life a turn nullifies the Lashers pretty well. Oh my god.
You know what I want. I've been asking for it for years.
That's not what I want. That's not what I want. All right. I think we're dead now. Brainian Sheltered by Ghosts is pretty interesting, honestly. I'm just going to eat my free block. We don't really have a good answer to this Oculus. We have, like, Go for the Throat, I guess, but only 2. That's a lot of life gain. They cast Prankster. They say go. We exile. We can exile our own stuff, too, to make creatures. Manifest Dread again. Yeah, like, that was bad. That was really, really bad. They gained a bunch of life, and they also nullified 2 of my Vine Lashers. We draw land. Play Spelunking. We draw Green Shell. All right, that's definitely part of where we want to be. All right. I mean, if there's a card that goes over the top of this, it's Green Shell, right? So here's Green Shell. Trigger. We get another Lasher. All right. If they can't deal with the Green Shell, I think you have a good chance to win next turn, actually. So let's say go. They have 1 unknown. Unless they have a Prankster, too, though. We're probably in trouble. Because next turn we get to kick this, trigger Green Shell once, look out, trigger Green Shell once. Just like keep going. All right, there's no way to kill Green Shell, please. Land, Kiora, Moment of Truth. Okay. We're going to attempt to recommission the Kiora. Okay. I mean, I don't know what they would be, like, baiting out with that. It's kind of weird, right? Here's Moment of Truth again. They've been a Phantom Interference. I think we're going to go off this turn, folks. All right. Here we go. So, Manifest Dread, whatever. We are going to kick a Vine Lasher, play a Lookout. Passage is kind of gas. All right, so let's start here. Kick this bad boy. Can kick it. Green Shell triggers. Fungus is a phenomenal draw. So we actually want... This is 4. This is 8 damage here. Do you want to hit lands or spells? I guess spells, right? So let's do this. All right. Play Fungus. Trigger Green Shell. Top card is another Fungus. Awesome. That's kind of the idea. So here's a Fungus. Trigger Green Shell. It's a Duress. That's not ideal. All right. Lookout. They're at 14. If there's another Oculus under here, I guess this can block, but... Get a land. Comes in untapped. Cool. Now our things are bigger too, which is a pretty big deal actually. Deal damage. Put in a land. We're doing it, folks. We're doing it. We have 3 legal attackers, which is not particularly great right now. Let's sack one of these. There's 6. Draw a green shell. All right. Not quite there yet, but I think a Duress should hopefully get things going. Take shelter by ghosts. They have a recommission, which is blank and a Jhin. Okay. Attacks seem bad. We have 2 reach blockers. We just say go. I think we're good here. They can obviously draw out on us, I think, here, but with 2 reach blockers, I feel pretty good. Here's Haughty Naughty. Here's a Prankster. The board doesn't really matter here anymore. I think we're good, folks. I think we got it. All right, so end step. Whatever. Whatever, doesn't matter. Take a thing. Manifest Dread. Don't care. There's dead. I mean, like, hey, they're basically dead. We have to whiff horribly to not kill them here. So here's a green shell. Double triggers. Get a land. Awesome.
Game. Blouses.
That looked like it was going to be a loss, right? I thought we were you know, going out to pasture there, but sick comeback. Long game, but all right, on the play. Hand's great. Turn 2 Spelunking is awesome. Karn, can you leave it go, man? Karn, come. Got Karn's new bed, so you can see you can't see it anymore. I didn't really set it up perfectly though, so I'm going to be moving some things around. Karn's gonna get his own little camera and light too, so not that he ever goes to work. You can't see it at all now, right? Like, look at this. You could just barely see the edges of it, and then when I put the light down there, you won't see anything at all. So, what's going on? Come on, friend, play some Magic. They're giving you time to hit that button, folks. Hit the follow button, like button, subscribe button. Hit the super friend cob button. Just hit buttons.
Yeah.
Support the content. There you go, like that. Turtle time. Aww. Go get bed, dude. I guess you just fancy new bed. What is happening? All right, opponent timed out their first turn. I think they might not be here. So we'll see. I think they're going to time out here, and we're going to go to our next match. Okay, cool. Great. Thanks for showing up. I guess you won't count that one, huh? All right. It counts on a scoreboard, but... All right, on the play. Our hand was great in that non-game. Our hand is pretty good here. It's not, like, great, but it's keepable. March, Archway. We're going to hold on to this Lasher. I think that, like, we almost never want to cast this card for 1. So... Also, we're going off with the green shell. So, all right. So, what's Archway here? Set up for a Spelunkadunk, I think. Combo. Fast land and bounce land. Blackcleave Cliffs. What are you up to? Whoa! It's a fellow lizard enjoyer. Gev, Scaled Scorch. I forgot these cards were really been legal and standard. 3/2, ward, pay 2 life. Creatures enter with the additional counters on it. Sure. So we can go land here. We might want to just Spelunking into a Gix's command, maybe. It's not even like that. Like playing Lasher. I think just play the Lasher, right? We can also play Nissa and try Nissa into a Lookout. I think I like that best, actually. We'll just play Nissa. If they kill it and don't play a threat, awesome. If they don't kill it, we get to go hopefully get a turtle and stuff, so. Standard's big, yeah. It's great, though. It's a great format, so. It's honestly kind of fun being so big, because, like, you can just, maybe some new card comes out in the new set that makes this Lizards good again, or whatever, you know, so. A lot of options. All right, so they're playing their own Lashers. Wow. All right, so that was basically stones for them. A good 1-mana threat and a removal spell. That's fine. We try Gix's command number 2. Alright. I would say with these commands on tap, we're looking to not play Lasher yet. It should probably just be Llanowar Waste Clifftop Lookout, and then we'll Gix's command and do the thing. Might even just block with the command. Yeah, so let's just do that. So let's go... We got Spelunking too, I guess, to play some more lands. Do we need a blocker? I kind of like... I want to just gain 3 life here, I think, so... Alright, we get a passage. Play a land, so you go. Wish there was a more rapidly rotating lower power format. I mean, sure. Oh my god, Valley Flamecaller. It's a 4/4? Our command no longer looks that good. Oh my god. What a ridiculous draw. So command now, destroy all 2s and sacrifice. They get to keep their Gev, and we're at 5. That's a pretty sick draw. Gix's command looking pretty heinous here, honestly. And we're going to try it, but I think we're dead. So sack creature, so they do that, and then they do that, and then we're probably just stone dead, but we could play like this Lasher as a blocker, like a desperation blocker. It costs a life to do, though. Yeah, I don't like that. Alright, probably dead here, but here's a Mentor. Take 1. They have 2 lizards, too. Lizard precon deck gonna put us into the ground here. And they hit another lizard, right? Yeah, we're dead. It's Jasper! Jasper's just laughing at us! Wow. Shit stomped by lizards. It's funny because Gix's command is like pretty good against like the mainstay aggro decks. Doesn't seem great here though. Bailoff seems good. Bring the Bailoffs. I mean, Preacher's fine too, right? Bring the Bailoffs and the Preachers. Look at the Nissas. And everything else just looks fine. Like, I think commands just aren't good. Look at the commands. They size up pretty well, so I think Bailoff's fine. Bailoff and Preacher, a couple more removal spells, some good blockers. I think we're fine. Play. Can't mulligan this. It's pretty painful, but we're going to keep it. We really want to draw a Forest, but we're ramping pretty well to our green shells. Scary. Bailoff's good. That's a good thing to ramp into. We need to draw land. Our 28 land deck, you know, but they have turn 2 Gev again, which is the stones for them. Obviously, best card in their deck. We draw a non-land. Not cool. We draw a non-land again. 28 lands.
Give me what I want.
28!
That's not what I want. Give me what I want.
Lookout guarantees a land for next turn. Or we can play Preacher and just block this Gev. They probably kill it every play anyway. I just play Preacher. So they go for the creature. They have to have a 1-drop and an untapped land. And then we draw a land. We can Bailoff and make it force another go for the throat. If they don't kill it, great too, right? Flame, yeah. Gev is like ridiculous. Gev is like the card that makes lizards even remotely viable. So they have Gev on turn 2. It's like night and day. Oh my god. All right, sure. That's pretty insane. Oh, it does more damage, right? So I would trade Gev for Preacher here. Whatever, sure. All right, we draw land. We did not draw land. All right, well, kind of a crappy anticlimactic match here. We're just drawing very, very poorly against a really good lizard draw. I guess we're just playing this Lookout. Paying a life, too. Oh my god, you're killing me here. Flamecaller does extra damage. We get a passage, sure. I mean, you can cast a Bailoff, which you, like, hopefully can't kill. Could definitely have second Gev, too. Alicia, who laughs at fate. Oh my god. We're getting destroyed. actually destroyed. It's a raid, return a creature. Attack, put a counter on it. We can play Green Shell here, just hoping to have an answer, right? Green Shell can block the... Like, if they have actual nothing. I mean, they didn't play a land, though. We're just so dead. Yeah, we're just super, super dead. That was cool. Yeah, I mean, definitely props to them for having a cool deck. Like, if we play Bailoff... Yeah, that's why just Bailoff. It's power. We're still good to go for the throat, right? We got 4, 5, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17 damage on the board. Damn. Yeah, we should have probably played the Lasher. I think we're just, like, dead no matter what. I don't think it actually matters. But we should have played the Lasher, too, probably, as a trump blocker. Like, they just have 5 spells in their hand. There's just no way we can win the game. Like, that is not... Is that a lizard? That's a lizard, too. Man. New cards for lizards. That's a good one, too, honestly. All right, block here. And the raid... This doesn't even need to attack. That's disgusting. Go to 3. Nothing to target, but we're just dead on board. Yeah. All right. I guess that's the deal. All right. Tough games. What are you going to do? Could draw some Lizard deck. Yeah, I mean, it got a few new cards, I guess. You know, maybe it's Lizard's just good now. I didn't have that much fun, but... All right, so went 1-1. Definitely, compared to the Pioneer version of a deck, without Risen Reef as redundancy, it did feel like we weren't going off nearly as much. Standard also has more spot removal spells, where in Pioneer, Fatal Push is the most commonly played removal spell, and that can't kill Green Shell, whereas in Standard it's Go for the Throat, which can. The Servant Stinger is pretty bad, but the deck was pretty cool, honestly. I don't know what else you want to do with it exactly, but it was cool. Cool brew. Happy we did it, you know. Leave thoughts in the comments, obviously. And, yeah, that's it for today. YouTube folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.